Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here with me today. Now today's reading is a 2019 overview. So we'll be focusing on the energies for each sign for each of the months. For my returning viewers, welcome back. And for new viewers, welcome. I'm glad that you found me here on YouTube. The way that the reading is done, I pull a card for each of the months, plus I pull an extra card for sort of each quarter. So we take a look at each month and then sort of look at that quarter as a whole. And it's just to kind of see what energies are surrounding us as we move through, or as we look forward to 2019. For the reading, I'll be using the Tarot of the Spirit deck by Pamela and Joyce Eakins, and I will also use the Zillich Tarot by Christine Zillich. These are general readings. I like to remind everybody that the messages may or may not resonate. The only way to get a truly personalized reading would be to order a private reading from me. If you are interested, all of the information can be found in the description box below this video. All right, so I will stop for now and we'll see each of the signs in 1 second for the shuffle. Hi Libra, hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your 2019 overview. As you can see, I have already shuffled off camera and laid the spread to save a little bit of time. The way that the spread works, we have one card for each month of the year around the outside. Then there's one card for each quarter of the year. And then at the center of the reading is the heart of your 2019 reading, so the overall energy for the year. So let's get started. We have for January the 8 of Earth. This would be the 8 of Pentacles. And in this deck it's called the Mountain. Followed by February the 3 of Fire. This is the 3 of Wands and it's called Birth of Light. And for March you have the 10 of Wind. This is the 10 of Swords. And it says the Way of the Cross. And the overall energy for the first quarter of the year, you have the Queen of Swords. So, beginning with the 8 of Pentacles, or 8 of Earth, the suit of Pentacles deals with the material things here in the material realm. So the money that we earn, the work that we do, has to do with our home, family, knowledge, education, financial prosperity, resources. And usually the 8 of Pentacles is referred to as the Apprentice card. So it can be, you are having a significant focus on the work that you do. You really working hard, putting in extra hours, working on yourself as well. So self-improvement. There can also be you going back to school even, right? With the 8 of Earth. This is taking classes, doing some on-the-job training, certification. But it's a progressive energy. This is you working very hard to be the best that you can be at what you do, right? And then we have this expansive energy in the month of February. The threes in the Tarot are very expansive energies. They speak of, possibilities, of opportunities. And the 3 of Wands, the 3 of Fire, is sort of endless possibilities and opportunities. So it's a very good card. And sometimes it's sort of this card of waiting to see what happens. Obviously, this deck is a little bit different in its representation of the 3 of Fire, but usually there's a man standing on a cliff top staring out to sea, waiting for his ships to come in. So there's this, you've put in a lot of hard work and time and effort, and then you're sort of standing there and saying, okay, when am I going to start seeing, having some return on investment? When am I going to start seeing the fruit of my labor, right, my hard work? So there's this, in the month of February, this kind of waiting to see what happens. You could be waiting to hear back about a job opportunity with the 8 of Earth. Before that, you could have been working very hard, right? Maybe you have been trying for a promotion, trying for a raise, and then it's like you're waiting to hear back. There's a waiting involved. And by the time you come to March, there's an ending. So the Ten of Swords, it can be a difficult energy, a difficult ending, but the way that I always look at it is that, you've hit rock bottom and the only way is up after that, right? And a lot of decks, they have, or the way it's portrayed is, somebody laying on the ground with all of these swords in their back, really representing, the difficult time that you've been through, this difficult cycle or difficult situation. It can be, a relationship. It can be within the workplace. But as a 10, 10s in the Tarot, they are endings. They are, endings to a cycle. And after the 10 comes the Ace. And so there's this, this renewal, this rebirth, this brand new beginning, brand new cycle. And so it's called the Way of the Cross in this particular deck. And it has to do with, sort of an end to an old way of thinking, a brand new perspective coming in. Your thoughts are very clear now. It's like you no longer feel imprisoned, right? Because it's air energy. 10 of Wind is 10 of Swords. Swords is the suit of the mind, right? It's what your suit is, right? I mean, obviously, Libra, you are an air sign. And so, it has to do with our thoughts, and it's cerebral energy. It's where we come up with our ideas. It's how we get those ideas across, how we communicate to other people. So there's an ending to a way of thinking here, right? And it's like all of a sudden, you see things very clearly. It's like maybe you felt that you were kind of caged in, you were, stuck in a situation before, but now it's like, you're ready for this change. You're ready to begin and have this brand new cycle begin. And it's like you are really in your element. And during this first quarter of the year, you're very much in your element. You appear here as the Queen of Swords. This could be another individual, but if so, this would typically be another air sign, so Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. But I feel this is just you very much, in control. The Queen of Swords is, she's somebody who, as a queen, she has mastered her particular suit, mastered the suit of Swords. So she is very good at using her intellect. She's good at coming up with plans, ideas. So if there's something you've been trying to, get your way out of, figure out a way out of that, the Queen of Swords comes in to sort of, with her sword of truth, she has the clarity, so she cuts through all of the confusion, and, she provides clarity here. So I think that as you begin 2019, you're working hard. There's a sense of waiting to hear about something, possibly to do with this, with a career change or, a new opportunity. And then there's this ending, so an ending to a particularly difficult cycle. So this could be ending where you have been working, or even just a way of thinking. But you will come to the next month with this completely different energy, right? The month of April, you have the 10 of Water. This is the 10 of Cups, and it's called the Fountain of Love. Followed by, for May, Sister Fire. This is the Page of Wands. And the month of June, Major Arcana number 18, the Moon. And you have a repeater energy as the overall energy for the second quarter. You also have the Moon from the other deck. So 2 Major Arcanas, same, different decks, but same energy, same card here. So again, 10s are endings, culminations, and the 10 of Water, 10 of Cups, is the ultimate in Cups cards. Cups deals with our feelings, our emotions, relationships. It's also how our emotions can, how they affect our behavior and our relationships. And this is the ultimate. So this is the, it's the Holy Grail. It's this wonderful, all is right with the world, happy families, things are flowing. There's like this outpouring of love, of affection, of, great happiness, goodwill. It's like everything is flowing as you had hoped for it to. So after this, difficult ending, it's like there is great happiness here. It could have to do with a fire sign individual, In the next month, you have this Page of Fire. Could be a younger fire sign, so Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, but I usually view the pages more as messengers, right? They bring in news about something. So this could be news about a new job. This could be news about a new business venture, a new creative project. It's something that, you could feel very excited about. This Page of Wands is a very exciting, very passionate, even though this person is, could be a younger, more mature energy, this person is good at thinking outside of the box, coming up with a creative way of doing something or of looking at a situation. And then you have the Moon, which is, it can speak of hidden things. It can speak of needing to use our own intuition, tap into our psychic abilities in order to uncover, whatever might be hidden. Whereas, the Sun comes in to enlighten, to brighten, to bring its, shine its light on, bring us enlightenment, shine its light on a situation. The Moon, it does have, there's obviously moonlight, but it also casts a shadow. And so we are asked to, pay attention to the messages coming through in our dreams, through like signs, synchronicities, repeating numbers, messages that come through in these maybe non-traditional ways that could help us figure something out, could bring something to light. It can have to do with fear. It can also have to do with, with uncovering secrets coming to light. There could be something with this, with this new opportunity, this news. Even if you're a little bit unsure about it, with both these two cards, the double moon message coming out here, it's like maybe you cannot see, the future clearly. You can't see what will happen if you do choose to, to go after, to accept this offer or this, whatever this new thing is. You're being asked to move forward on the path that you are on, right? Trust in your intuition. Trust in yourself. You will overcome whatever, fears you might have. And you're heading into mastery. The month of July, you have the Four of Wind. This would be the Four of Swords. In this deck, it's called Mastery. Followed by Mother Fire. This is the Queen of Wands. Oops. And for the month of September, Father Earth. This is the King of Pentacles. And the overall energy for this third quarter, you have the Nine of Cups. It's called Bliss in this deck. So, the Four of, usually in the traditional tarot, the Four of Swords, it's a card of healing. It's a card of retreating, of withdrawing, taking time out for yourself to heal, to reflect, to think about, because again, swords, wind is swords energy. So thinking about next steps, where do you go from here? What is it that you want, after, and the Four, it comes usually after, a challenge. Think about the Three of Swords. That's a disappointment, a challenging energy. And so it comes in after that. And, it's like you're reflecting, you're thinking about where you go from here. And in this deck, it's interesting because it's called Mastery. And so it's really about having mastered, a difficult situation, or you've made it through possibly a difficult decision. There's something here that you are heading towards success here. And you have very powerful energy with this Queen of Fire, this Queen of Wands, the King of Pentacles. Could be individuals, right, coming in to help you. This could be your own mother and father, or a mother and father figure. This could be, there would be typically older fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. And, this Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands, she's very dynamic. People are sort of drawn to her. She's usually attractive, right? She's charismatic. She's a leader. She's sort of a born leader. And we also have the Father Wind. Oh, no, sorry, wrong one. No, apologize. I was thinking that this was wands, but it's not, as wind. But she's, she's good at multitasking. She's good at handling different projects at one time, different things at one time. She's also, she has great vision. She's sort of this visionary figure. She's a leader, and she's very courageous. Once she sets her sights on something, she just goes after it. And then you have this very stable, dependable energy of the king of earth, and he is somebody who, he's very financially savvy, can even be like a financial advisor. He knows how to make money. He knows how to manage his money, hold on to his money, how to invest it. He's very dependable, very trustworthy, practical in his approach to things. So, if these aren't people, this could be you taking on the energy of the Queen of Wands, the King of Pentacles. And then with the Nine of Cups, this, it's the wish fulfillment card. This is the minor arcana version of the star card, of the wish fulfillment. So whatever it is that you are mastering here, whatever you are deciding to do, and both of these energies could have to do with your work, the way that you earn money, business ventures, creative projects, right? There's success at hand, and there's happiness at hand. So you are progressing, and I think that you feel very good about what it is that you're doing during these 3 months. I think it's a very prosperous and a very uplifting 3 months for you. Now, the last part of the year, you have, for October, Sister Earth. This would be the Page of Pentacles, followed by November, Father Wind. This would be the King of Swords. And you end the year with December, Brother Earth. This would be the Knight of Pentacles. And the overall energy for this last quarter, you have the Two of Wands. It's called Dominion in this deck, but it's the Two of Wands. So, talking about the overall energy, first of all, this has to do with a crossroads. The Two of Wands is oftentimes referred to as the crossroads card. So it's you being at a crossroads, standing, looking down two paths, and it's a very empowering energy because it's you in control of your destiny, of your future. It's you deciding where you go from here. And it's not that there's a right or wrong path. It's which path is right for you. Deep down, which one do you believe is what you want for your, your soul's purpose, your life purpose. And so there could be a decision that you're making during these 3 months. And it could definitely have to do with, your career, your finances, your home. Again, we have more earth energy. The Page of Earth, we could be, like I was saying here, it could be people. You could have a younger, middle-aged earth sign individual. But pages usually are, they bring news. So this could be news of a new job, news of a new way to make money, new revenue stream, new resources. And then with this Father Wind sitting there, this is the King of Swords is it could be you in your element, you taking on the energy of this King of Swords. Could be another air sign individual around you. So again, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. He can, at times, he can be like legal counsel because, he is the ultimate in air energy. So he's somebody who's very smart, very savvy, intellectual. He knows how to use his mind, right? He comes up with ideas, how to solve problems. He's very good at communicating those to other people. He can be legal counsel, so, somebody in that type of position, like a lawyer. He can also be somebody in the military, right? This could be dealing with somebody in that position. This could also be your father figure. But it's, there's a lot of intellectual, cerebral energy here. So there could be trying to figure something out, coming up with ideas, possibly to do with this new, new way to make money, or this new opportunity coming in here. And then you have this other sort of opportunity with finances, with the Knight of Earth. And this is slower moving energy. Out of all of the Knights, he is the slowest moving. But he's that sure and steady wins the race, right? He's the very steady, very methodical, hardworking, doesn't give up. So I think that, whatever this decision is that you're making, it might take a while. This might not, finish by the end of 2019. It might run into the next year, but you're very much in control here. And at the center, the heart of your reading, you have abundance. This is the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles showed up here. You have, the King, the Page, the Knight. You didn't have the Queen, but you have nearly all of the Pentacles, right? Court cards appearing. And you have the King of Pentacles as your overall energy for the year. And in this deck, it's called Abundance. And this Osho Zen deck is a little bit different. Obviously, yes, it has the, the overall energy for this card is, the King of Pentacles, like I was talking about over here. But in this deck, it's called Abundance, and it does have a slightly different message. I will read you the message here. Let me just find it. Here we go. So we have, says the let me hold him up again so you can see him. The Dionysian character is the very picture of a whole man, a Zorba the Buddha who can drink wine, dance on the beach, and sing in the rain, and at the same time enjoy the depths of understanding and wisdom that belong to the sage. In one hand he holds a lotus, showing that he respects and contains within himself the grace of the feminine. His exposed chest and open heart and relaxed belly show that he is at home with his masculinity as well, utterly self-contained. The four elements of earth, fire, water, and sky all conjunct at the King of Rainbows, who sits atop the book of the wisdom of life. If you're a woman, the King of Rainbows brings the support of your own male energies into your life. For a man, this card represents a time of breaking through the conventional male stereotypes and allowing the fullness of the whole human being to shine forth. And this is really about abundance, but in all areas, right? It's about living in abundance. So all areas of your life, coming together, combining to create this beautiful rainbow, this beautiful abundance. And, looking at your spread, you have a lot of Pentacles energy. You have one, sorry, trying to count, 2, 3, 4, plus this one, 5 Pentacles. Fire, you have 1, 2, 3 fire energies. So more heavily weighted towards Pentacles. You have a few major arcanas, but more court cards than, more minor arcanas than, more minor arcanas than major arcanas. So yes, there are certain things that are out of your control. So divine orchestration at play, like I was saying with, the moon. We have the, the moon is your only major arcana, isn't it? Yeah. So, with only the moon in your spread as the major arcana, it shows that this year things are very much in your hands. You are very much in control of your future, of where you're heading. And that's, we see that again with this 2 of Wands. We see that with all the choices, the mastery, the working on yourself, right? There's a lot of you being in control, taking hold of the reins, and, lots of opportunities here. I think opportunities for growth. This is personal growth, growth at work, new opportunities as far as, the work that you do. But it's a year possibly about, you having this abundance in all areas of your life, but it's like you are at the center. It's you choosing, where you go from here. So I do hope that the messages have helped. I thank you for joining me today. I look forward to reading for you again, and just know that I'm sending you much peace, love, and light for a wonderful 2019. Bye for now.